They drilled deep into the earth without pause, without the slightest idea of what they might find. When they encountered something their scientists couldn't explain, they sealed the well forever. This is the story of the Kola Superdeep Borehole, the largest borehole ever drilled, and the secrets discovered within it that the Soviet Union never fully revealed to the world. Before we begin, scroll down, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel. Start the video in full screen, and let's get started. Humans have crossed oceans, walked on the moon, and sent machines beyond the boundaries of our solar system. Yet one of history's most bizarre journeys wasn't into space, but downward. Deep in the permafrost of northern Russia, scientists began drilling, driven by a terrifying question. How deep can humans go before nature pulls them back? Initially, the project seemed like a conventional scientific endeavor. Massive machinery, teams of specialized researchers, and years of meticulous preparation surrounded the site. But with every additional meter they penetrated, things took a bizarre turn. Temperatures rose faster than anyone anticipated. The rock behaved in ways that seemed to defy the laws of physics. Even the equipment they relied on began to break down without explanation. Then came discoveries no one could have imagined. Some scientists later admitted that the deeper they went, the more it felt as if the Earth itself was trying to push them back. But the most unsettling part of this story didn't happen.
At the height of the Cold War, the Soviet Union sought to prove that science could overcome any challenge. While the world was engaged in space exploration and launching rockets in a race to distant planets, Soviet scientists chose to focus on something both closer and more mysterious. They directed their research toward exploring the secrets of the Earth's interior, not in search of gold or oil or even to bolster military power, but to reach a deep point called the Mohorovich discontinuity, a region believed to separate the Earth's crust from the lower mantle. They hoped that drilling to this region would reveal secrets about the origin and formation of our planet. On paper, the plans seemed feasible. Precise calculations made bold promises, the necessary technology was available, and belief in the project was at its peak. But as drilling began in 1970, the Earth began to tell a completely different story, revealing that human understanding was still far from grasping all its complexities.
As the drill continued to penetrate deeper into the Earth, the surrounding conditions became increasingly harsh with every additional kilometer. Pressure mounted immensely, and temperatures rose rapidly, to the point that even the most robust equipment began to show signs of corrosion much faster than anticipated. However, the biggest surprise came when scientists discovered something no scientific hypothesis had predicted: water trapped within solid rock thousands of meters below the surface. This wasn't water flowing through cracks or aquifers, but ancient water trapped within the very structure of the minerals themselves, stored under immense pressure for millions of years. Remarkably, previous geological models had asserted that these layers were completely dry and could not contain any form of water or life. This discovery baffled scientists and sparked profound questions among researchers worldwide. How could water withstand and survive in such suffocating pressure and extreme heat? What was its origin? These questions prompted some to reconsider humanity's true understanding of the Earth's structure and its hidden secrets. Thus, the project transformed from a simple drilling operation into a thrilling journey into a hidden world no one expected to discover.
As drilling deepened, the discoveries made unexpectedly alarmed scientists. The lower layers of the Earth's crust were expected to be devoid of any trace of life, given the extreme heat and pressure that would make the existence of living organisms virtually impossible. However, researchers were astonished to find microscopic fossils buried deep within the rock, remains of ancient organisms that had managed to survive in conditions previously thought to be beyond the realm of life. This discovery came as a major surprise to the scientific community, overturning many traditional assumptions about the possibility of life and its distribution. Some scientists suggested that these organisms date back billions of years, to a time when Earth was very different, while others believed that life might have been able to withstand and adapt to harsher environments than previously thought possible. As research and exploration continued, the Earth seemed to be concealing a mysterious world, brimming with undiscovered secrets.
When the drilling rig reached unprecedented depths, the challenge was no longer limited to coping with the immense pressure or the difficulty of operating the machinery. Heat emerged as the greatest obstacle. Scientists had initially anticipated manageable temperatures at those depths, confident that their equipment was designed to withstand such conditions. However, things did not go as planned. The temperature suddenly soared to over 180 degrees Celsius, far exceeding expectations. This weakened the metal components and caused repeated malfunctions in the drilling systems. Under the intense heat and immense pressure, the rock transformed from a solid state to one resembling soft plastic, slowly shifting and pressing against the borehole. Amid this alarming scene, engineers witnessed sections of the well collapsing inwards, as if the Earth were trying to heal a wound inflicted by humankind. Every additional meter of depth became a true confrontation with the forces of nature. Despite the mounting challenges and escalating risks, the team remained steadfast. Failure did not frighten them, nor did danger deter them, for they believed that there was something greater that deserved this persistence and risk. After years of relentless drilling, the project finally achieved an unprecedented feat in human history. The drilling machine reached a staggering depth of 12,262 meters, making it the deepest artificial point ever created on Earth. This was an extraordinary achievement that pushed the boundaries of technology to new heights. However, instead of confirming established scientific theories, the project overturned many of them. Scientists had expected to find a clear boundary separating the Earth's crust from the lower mantle, but this boundary did not appear as they had envisioned. Instead, the rocks at those depths proved to be radically different from what they had anticipated. Geological assumptions, considered valid for decades, began to seem simplistic and inadequate for understanding the true complexity of the Earth's interior. The more humanity explored the planet's depths, the more it realized how mysterious it truly was. Some researchers later acknowledged that the project had generated more questions than it had provided clear answers, as they tried to process these astonishing results. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Kola Superdeep Borehole gradually became a remote, forgotten, and mysterious place. The machinery that once vibrated violently on the frozen ground fell silent. The entrances were sealed with heavy metal casings, and the surrounding buildings were abandoned. Year after year, snow and wind eroded the site, leaving it more like the ruins of a failed experiment than a scientific achievement. But what is truly troubling is that the researchers left behind thousands of pages of incomplete data which went unexamined due to the project's abrupt halt. Some former employees described the atmosphere around the site as eerie and tense, especially during the final years of operation, when equipment malfunctions became frequent and inexplicable. It seemed that the deeper the scientists went, the more enigmatic their discoveries became. Among the biggest mysteries the project faced was the unexpected increase in the Earth's deep-sea temperature, which far exceeded scientific predictions. Before drilling began, experts believed they had accurate maps and models of the subsurface conditions, but the figures clearly proved them wrong. The temperature rose so rapidly at such depths that conventional drilling techniques became virtually ineffective. Engineers found themselves facing a terrifying reality. The deeper they went, the more impossible the task became. Later, some scientists acknowledged that the Earth's interior behaved in a far more complex and unpredictable way than current theories predicted. Pressure waves exhibited irregular movements, rock layers shifted suddenly and unexpectedly, and equipment frequently malfunctioned due to the extreme conditions. This prompted scientists to reconsider the limitations of human knowledge about the planet we inhabit, and cast doubt on the notion that modern science can unravel all of Earth's mysteries. Over time, the internet transformed the Kola Superdeep Borehole story into a sensational blend of fact and fiction. Videos, articles, and forums emerged, discussing unfounded possibilities regarding the borehole's discoveries, claiming evidence of hidden civilizations, paranormal activity, or even secret passages to other worlds. Among the most prominent of these rumors were those surrounding the so-called hellish sounds, alleged recordings of terrifying screams emanating from the borehole's depths.
Before we begin, scroll